There we go. Bit of hitch there, forgot the music. Hello, crafters, and welcome to the P2P online craft show for this weekend. Brought to you by From Picture to Page and Beyond craft shows and who nurture your creativity and with in-person and online events. I'm Jenny Sekalidis. The P2P Craft online show includes lots of fantastic demonstrations by our talented retailers and crafters. For all the details, why don't you pop over to the Picture to Page website, which is from picture to page and beyond.com.au, and you get all the session details. While you're there, why not look at all the information that is on for our live shows, which we have one coming up in October for our Sandown show. You get all the details there. Just click on the Sandown show. Also, why don't you join our mailing list? That way you get the newsletter and get all the up-to-date information. And there's also some extras that only our newsletter community get. Okay, now whether you're watching us live or on the replay, don't forget to say hello, like Tamara and Wendy, and make some comments, ask questions, and anything you need to do, we can pop back in and answer those questions if we don't answer it live. Okay, so now I'm very excited to introduce you to Jannette from Jcraft. Hi Jannette, how are you today? Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Fantastic. So, what are you going to show us today?
So today I'm going to be showcasing Julie Hickey again because there's so much to show you. We're so excited about it. We're going to be making a little Christmas card using the bauble stamp set. Beautiful stamps that all produced in the UK, which is really good and just a great company to support. And we're just growing our range of Julie Hickey Designs. She actually watched our show on replay yesterday and was really impressed by it. So I'm hoping she'll watch this one again. So yeah, big shout out to Julie.
Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so did you want to show us any samples now, or are you going to wait until after?
Yeah, we'll do it after. So we'll run through the video first, and then I'll show you not some non-Christmas samples and what I've used for those. So that'll be good.
All right. Well, let's go. Anything else you wanted to say before we go into the demonstration?
Not really. Just I hope you enjoy it. If you've got any questions, shoot me a message or message on the screen, and we'll do our best to answer it. And hope you enjoy it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi and welcome to today's video. This time I'm going to be using a beautiful bauble stamp and a quilted embossed border to make this pretty card. I'm going to be using the Julie Hickey Design stamps, and this is the one I have used. It's the Christmas A6 stamps, and it's got 4 baubles, some sentiments, and a little bow, which you can see is at the top there. He does have another range of different Christmas ones. That's the Christmas elements. There's a beautiful Christmas tree and the holly one, which I've used in a previous video. I'll show you some samples these ones after we've completed this one. So here we go. Now to start with, I have got a 5x7 card base folded in half. I have got a mirror card, and we're going to do it in gold this time just to see how this comes out. And this is 4.5 by 6.5. And I'm just going to use tape for this. Normally I would use glue, but just for the quickness of the video, run some lines of tape down. I do think the glue lasts longer and sticks much better than the tape runners, but occasionally they do have their uses, like this time. And just smooth that off. Then I have actually used this embossing folder, which is a padded quilt one from Creative Expressions, and it is just amazing. As you can see on the first card, I've used it and the quilting is going that way, so it just depends where you cut out of your cardstock and which way you want your card to go. I've already done this one here, and it's going to run the other way this time, so we'll see what that looks like too. Now I've cut a panel out here. It's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then I have used the Julie Hickey Layers, Frames and Banners rectangle die set to cut out the center of it like this. Now these dies are a little bit different. As you can see, when I pop this out here, I also get a little frame. So they've got like a double cutting layer. There's another one still in there from what I did previously. Is it going to pop out and show you? Hang on. Let me just have a look. There, so you can just see it's got a double edge, which gives you this. And I'm going to use it a little bit differently this time. So that's, yeah, that one you get all sorts of, that's a lovely scalloped edge. There's a few more too. There's a dinky square, a dinky rectangle, lovely circle. Those are getting quite low stock, but we will get more in. Now I'm going to use some foam tape to stick this down because I want to raise it a little bit. So I'm just going to come around the edges, just like that. And I'm just really happy with the way this one's not a lot of colour on it. You could colour in the stamps if you wanted to, but I just decided to let the embossing powder and the stamps and the embossing folder speak for the rest of it, and I think it looks quite elegant. Sometimes simple is just enough. So okay, that's the foam tape off there, and I'm gonna pop this down in the middle. Excuse me if this is not quite central, it's a little bit hard to see sat down, but we'll just run with it. So that is that on there, and you can see that embossed line if I'm not blind much with the folder. Now the little bit that's left from the center, once you take out the frame, and I just want to use the center part, once I put that down in there, you've got a nice little gold layer underneath now. So that you could straight in and fill the whole lot, but I like the idea of the frame around it. So I'm just going to glue this one down. And just pop that in there. And with the glue, a bit more wiggle room than the tape. You can just slide it. So if you don't quite get it in the middle, that is fine. And there, that's your card starting to build up already now. How stunning does it look? I've stamped out each of those, and I have used some gold embossing powder. Now the little bow section of the stamp is separate. So what I did was I embossed the bauble with some wow embossing powder, and then I took that stamp off and I put the little bow stamp just on top of the decoration, and then I embossed it all together with gold embossing powder. Really, really nice. So I then just literally fussy cut and it's not really fussy, but because it's quite rough. Just as close as you can, but your little bow, obviously you're not going to get all of that cut out. And it really is as easy as this. And just let your scissors move your cardstock around, and just use your other hand to guide it rather than with your scissors all the time. And that's it. That is how easy that was. So I've got some I've already done here, and I am just going to decide where I want to put them. And we might do a different order as to what was in this one. Although the big one does look better at the bottom, unless we put that one there. Yeah, I think it does look better at the bottom, doesn't it? Now, like I say, you could colour all these in if you wanted to with some markers or some inks or whatever you'd like to do, but I have just left them nice and simple. Now, because this I want to raise, I'm going to put one layer of foam tape on the left hand side, because actually it's lost its sticky. Let me get a new bit. Because this is going to sit down here, that needs to have a double layer on it. I'll just put one down, take off the backing, and put a second layer straight on top. Then that one is ready to put into place. Now, I've put some of it on the outside of the frame and on the inside, so it overlaps both of them, which I quite like the look of. This one is all going to be in the middle, so we'll just put a couple of strips of foam tape in here. And it didn't take me too long to prep this, maybe about 10 minutes. So if you were doing a whole batch of these, you could really do them quite quickly. Do need an A4 die cutting machine though, because the embossing folder is an 8x8. So it is a little bit bigger, but if you do have an A4 or you know someone that's got one, it's well and truly worth buying, because you can just cut lots of little pieces. Yeah, lend friends or get her to cut them out for you, to emboss them for you. It is well worth having. It comes in I think a heart and a balloon shape as well. Balloons are pretty cool. No, actually, I meant to put the elongated one down and I didn't. Let me just see. Too busy talking. And we might just pop that one in between. Now, this one here, I did have a spare one, so what I did with the silver one, I just in the inside, so we'll do the same with the gold. Just some glue, we're just going to glue that on quite flat on the inside, just inside the card there. You could put it on the back, put it in the middle. I kind of quite like it just there. You could put it on your envelope. So because the there's 4 on the stamp set. It's worthwhile cutting them all out, just having a spare one. Then I just got a gold pen, and I have literally had this for years, so I'm not even too sure where it's from. It's a Zig one, so it's a metallic paint pen. Just press the nib and get the ink out. So I've just made some little dash lines as if the baubles are on a string, and just put them up to the top, just like that, really quickly. You needn't put those on if you don't want to, that's entirely up to you, but I just thought it brought it all together. That's quite nice. Then all I did after I used some glossies, which are these, and the glossies glitter dots sugar berries. They got a lovely bit of glitter in them. They do come in other colours, and there's hearts, there's stars, so really good for just finishing off your projects. I've got some open here. So because the little embossing folder has got these little dots in between the quilted marks, I have just picked up some of them and put some glossies on. Now, okay, top and bottom, and this all depends on where you cut out of your piece as to where your little dots are. I couldn't put them down the sides on the dots because on one side they're there, on the other side they're there, and that would look a bit odd. But also I thought it was just a little bit overpowering, so I just stuck to the top and the bottom. I could possibly get away with it on this one because they're more central, but that might just be a bit too much as well. So just a case of choosing which colour. Now you could put red on there, which actually might be really nice. I think the gold, that would be the gold. But I actually think we might use the red on this one. I really like the red. So I'm just gonna, well, we'll pick one off and see what it looks like. And again, I'll found my tweezers. So yeah, I think that red. Okay, we'll hold the red there, and I'll pick a gold one off too, and then we can decide which colour looks best. Oh gosh, now I really don't know. Put the gold on the white. Decisions. Or the red. No, I think we'll stick with the gold. I actually like the gold. So I've just popped, they come in, there's 3 sizes in them. I've just picked off the biggest one because that fits nicely in the flower there. Then in here, 3 little flowers, so we'll just quickly put 3 in. 2, and a 3rd one, and then I will put another couple just down the string line, I think. Oh, there we go. Maybe one about there, and it's just knowing when enough's enough, isn't it? When to stop. Like that, and then we'll just do the same as the silver one. Now this is a bit different because my dots are all over the place down here, so I might pick out a few of them and not do quite as many on that side. Maybe less is more on this one, I think, because the gold's a bit stronger colour as well. And we can always put them in the middle. They don't just have to be on the quilted section. You can put them wherever you like. Right, okay, do we need any more? Maybe one more here. And just turn it up to the top. He's made a start on their Christmas cards yet. We'll be here before we know it, won't it? Okay. Need some more little gold ones. I'm running out. Got a few packets of these ones open. I'll just use them on lots of things so far. A few little ones there. Right, I think we need to bring this together a little bit. They're a bit not quite in, so I'll just move them around. Okay, maybe one there. How are we looking? Any more? One more maybe there. All right, let's turn it around and have a look. Yeah, I think that's enough. And that is your card pretty much finished. Really sweet. Could put some glossies in here too if you wanted. I think that's enough the way it is. That's a gold, that's a silver. Okay, that's those two. I'll just show you a couple of other things that I have made. This one here is just a dotty embossing folder, which I think we've all got. This is using the little square die and one of the foilables, and I've just used the glitter gold foil on there, two little foilables here and some sentiments. Another quick simple card. More that Julie has sent me. So these are all just little holly leaves from, which set are they from? From this one here, and just stamped and off stamped and then cut around and put round in a circle. There's some lines drawn, so that's really pretty. This is the Christmas tree one, so on here wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and that's been done in a mixture of gold and silver embossing powder. Here's another one with the holly leaves. This is just on craft coloured cardstock, stamped in, and then just a bit of white ink around. This one is really beautiful, and I have a feeling this is done on vellum, but I can't quite tell. I think it is, and that's just made out of the circle die, and stamped, put a black mat underneath it. How pretty is that? And here's a bigger one that one of Julie's design team has done. So we've got a beautiful background, and then we've got the tree stamped in the middle. And so that's just a few for you to look at. I hope you've been inspired by what we've done. I'm really happy with the way they've come out. Any questions, or if you'd like to talk about anything, all the products are on the website, www.jcraft.com.au. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.
Well, that was fantastic to watch, Jannette. I loved it. Beautiful card.
Thank you. Yeah, I was a bit unsure of what to do, and I just had the new products arrive on Thursday morning this week. So yeah, really quick and easy, but so inspiring, very easy to use. Yeah.
Getting everybody inspired to start their Christmas cards.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll be the last minute with mine and just watch.
Yes. Yep. So just to recap, we used the Jane Hickey,
Julie Hickey.
Julie Hickey stamps. And what else did we use?
Yeah.
Yep. Can you go through it for us?
You use the embossing folder from Creative Expressions and some Wow embossing powder. That's pretty much it. I've just concentrated on all Julie stuff this weekend because
Yeah, it's great.
Amazing. So
Yes,
I do have a couple of other non-Christmas cards to show if we've got time. Or
yes, certainly. Yep, we've got time.
all right, couple of minutes. All right, so here is some more. Can you see that in the picture or not?
Yep. And the top one we can't see. Yep. Oh, that one's beautiful.
There.
Yes.
dragonfly.
Yeah.
That's with this stamp. There is also a matching die to go with that one. There's the most gorgeous butterfly one. There's another one. That's the butterfly stamp. And there's a die to go with that one. There's a stencil with the butterfly and the dragonfly on. I just realised that's upside down, but that's okay. This one here, I don't think I'm quite straight, but there we go. That's using all these little stamps here, and the actual one this side I've used quite a lot. I've used it as a belly band across a few cards and things, and then on the card here she's just made lots of little clusters and things, which is really stunning.
Yes, beautiful.
Some words, yeah, so much inspiration, which is fantastic.
Fantastic. I'm just going to go back to me and you. Well, that was wonderful. I'm just blown away how simple that card was, but stunning, very stunning. You know, so, and
Yep.
so you can get in touch with Jannette at Jcraft. So if you want to buy anything, make sure you head over to the Jcraft website. I'm sure Jannette will put it in the comments section.
Comments?
Yep, no worries. All right. So thank you very much for joining us. I really enjoyed that card and demonstration, and we'll see you next time. Okay, Jannette? No
Thanks
worries.
heaps for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Wasn't that a stunning card? Simple but stunning, you know. So thank you everybody for joining myself and Jannette for that demonstration. Also, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen. Thank you to you, our Picture to Page community, for joining us for these sessions, and we really are thankful for you to do that. Please leave comments, any comments you have in the comments section, any questions you have for Jannette. I'm sure she'll get back in there and answer any of those questions. Plus, don't forget to share and like, and of course, share your creations on the Facebook group Papercraft Posse. Okay, there are more online craft sessions coming up in shortly, so make sure you head over to the Picture to Page website and find out which ones are coming up and when. Okay, for all the details, as I said, go to the website from picture to page and beyond.com.au. And while you're there, make sure you join the newsletter and catch up on all the in-person craft shows coming up. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you being online with us. Have a lovely rest of your day. That's all for me for now. Thank you. Bye.